came here. It was called Krishna Kuch. Because Krishna came here with his cows one time. And there was no water for the cows to drink. So he took his flute and he dug out this flute. So Krishna's flute is very handy. We're calling cows, we're calling gopis, we're digging ones. Yesterday we were running around digging wells. Very handy flute, for yogi. It's also known as Radha Sarovar, it's also known as Jammer and many names.
I will ask them since the class is going on.
And on the opposite side, you see the Assam, this is Assam of Madhubanda. If we heard that Chiksoli is famous for butter, milk, yogurt, ghee, all these nice things. And we know Krishna, he so much likes butter. So one day he came with all his cowherd boyfriends, and they're looking for Chiksali ground to find some house where no gopi was home. So they peeked through one window, they saw no gopi's home. So they all went around the front door and they all came inside. Because in old days, we never used to put locks. I've still been to villages in India, nobody bothers to put locks. So you've seen in India, we never have one door, we always have two doors like this, right? And there's a bolt on the outside, and there's a bolt on the inside. So she put the bolt on the outside. Means who's ever inside, now he can't get outside. And she ran to call all the other gopis friends. So Krishna, he also heard that sound. He knows the meaning of that sound. He looked all around, he went out the window. So all the cowboys, they all ran, they all jumped out the window. So there's one friend of Krishna, named Madhumanga. And first of all, Madhumanga, he's lame. He couldn't run like the other cowboys. He couldn't climb like the other cowboys. Somehow he managed to get up to the window. But the other problem with Madhumanga, he's not a gopa, he's a Brahmin, huh? And our breads Brahmins don't tend to be very skinny fellows. So he finally got up to the window, but when he tried to go through, he got stuck. So that gopi came back with all their gopi friends. Came back with all their gopi friends. She opened up the door, they came inside. We got you. And nobody's there, just this fat friend of Krishna's. So they pulled him out of the window. They took flower garlands and tied his hands behind his back. They tied a string around his sika, and they threw it over the branch of the tree. They said, now we got hostage. You thought this hostage taking was new thing, right? And as little kids, we never heard of this thing. No, this is going on for the last 5,000 years. So you're hostage and you have some demand, right? So they told him, now you call your friend Krishna here, and they pulled that string. So Krishna heard Madhumanga crying like that. So immediately came running. He said, Hare, what have you girls done? Don't you know, he may be one of my sakhas, he's one of my friends, but he's not a gopa, he's a Brahmin. Now you've done Brahmana. Now your health, your wealth, and your children will all be finished. And what does little girl worry about? Health.
Okay, Prabhu, plates.
And beauty.
Oh,
Shamsundar, what can we do? How can we get free from this upper aisle? So Krishna thought for a minute. He says, you make a nice asan for Madhumanga. You're sitting down very nicely. Then you go to your houses. You find out as many laddus as you have in your house. You bring back those laddus. You feed them all to Madhamangal. He'll forget all about that aparad. He will give you Ashirvad. Ashirvad means blessing. Whatever your manokamana, whatever your most desire of the heart. And what is the most dear desire in the heart of the gopis? Is somehow Krishna will become Ishvara. And that is Krishna consciousness in a nutshell. Very simple. We make everything complicated. It's very simple. Whatever we do is just so Krishna will become pleased with it. That is Krishna consciousness. We chant Hare Krishna, we associate with devotees, we go to Mangalarti, Listan Jamasmi, Gopurnima, or here Vrindavan every day. Why? Just so Krishna will become pleased with it. We only eat prasadam, we read Srimad Bhagavatam, we associate with the Vaishnavas and serve them. Why? Just so Krishna will become pleased with it. Actually, you just keep this formula in your brain before you do anything. You just ask yourself, am I doing this so that Krishna will become pleased with me? Or am I doing this so that my senses will be pleased? You keep that formula in your brain, then you're always Krishna conscious. It's simple. We make it complicated, but it's simple. So now, Madhamangal, his belly is full of laddus. He's very satisfied and happy. He'll give you whatever blessing you want. So whatever blessing you want, you take from Madhamangal now. Sri Madhamangal ki! Yeah. So, just above us, we said there was 4 peaks. Just above us, we see one peak here. And can you see the decorations on it? What does it look like? Peacock. Now, 80% of you know the meaning of more. So we want extra prasada, right? No, more means peacock. So one time, Krishna saw that Radharani and all the Sakis were on top of this hill watching something. So we went there and he saw they were watching the dancing. So then Krishna, he began to dance like Peacock, and Peacock was dancing, and Krishna was dancing, and Peacock was dancing. Then he came before Brisbane Nandini and Morani. So this became known as More Kutir. You see all the design on the roof. You go inside, there's peacock tiles, peacock paintings, everything is peacock. They don't, unfortunately, they don't let you take pictures there. Every once in a while we sneak one. Anyway, this is More Kutir. Behind us, I don't know if you can see because of this building, there's a big temple on top of this hill. This is called Man Mandir. We went to Man Sarovar yesterday, so you all know the meaning of Man. What happened, it was Purnima, and Krishna was just, and Radha and Krishna on top of that hill, and he was describing the beauty of Srimati Radharani. And he said that she was, her complexion was just as beautiful as the full moon. And Radharani became curious. Why? Because the moon has got so many faults. Hansh dosh, 5 faults. First, just like we said, he spotted, that's why she became angry. He's comparing her beauty with something with so many spots. Kalan. Bunky, he shrinks. No, Bunky, he's crooked. K, he shrinks. It's like practically there was no moon this morning at all. Tomorrow there's no moon. Monday is no moon at all. And Nisachar, whose behavior is to come out at night. And who comes out at night? Rakshas. When does moon come? Nisachar, his behavior is to come out at night like a rock. And last fault is Vishabandhu. Just like our devotees, they name their son, Visvambar, Visvajit, Visvajivan, Visvanath, They're all nice names. Huh? What do the friends call them? Hey, Vish! 90% of you know Vish, but Vish means poison. People always ask me, what should we name our child? I said, don't worry about what you're going to name. Worry about what the friend's going to call. So Vish means poison. And Bandhu, we know if there's a bond between us, then we're Bandhus, we're relatives, friends. Because when they churned the ocean of milk, then poison came out, moon came out, and Uchesrava came out, Airavata came out, so many things came out. Moon also came. So he's born from the same place as poison, Vishabandhu. Not only that, what do we call the moon in Sanskrit? Chandra, huh? Sounds too much like one of Radharani's competitors, huh? So for all these reasons, Radharani became curious. And she ran away from that place and left Krishna lamenting like anything. Even the rocks began to melt hearing Krishna's lament. After a while, Radharani came back, but she was dressed up just like Krishna. And Krishna said, hey, who are you? And Radharani said, I'm Krishna, who are you? He said, I'm the real Krishna, who are you? He said, no, I'm the real Krishna, who are you? He said, you're an imposter, I'm the real Krishna. Radharani said, you're the imposter, I'm the real Krishna. No, you're the imposter, I'm the real Krishna. Then Radharani said, if you're the real Krishna, then where's your Srimati Radhika? Where's your Srimati Radhika? And Krishna said, you'll see, I'll play my flute, she'll come, you'll see. And Krishna started to play on his flute. No Radharani came. He played second time on his flute. No Radharani. Third time he played so enchanting melody on his flute that Radharani could no longer maintain her disguise. And Krishna opened his eyes and saw Radharani right in front of me. Then he grabbed Radharani's hand and they ran off behind her to Uchagaon, the village of Lalita, to see if Lalita Sakhi can tell who is Radha and who is Krishna. Sisi Radha Krishna ki Jai. So now we're going to enter into this beautiful forest called Yamala, where you see all these special trees growing. And you won't see these trees on the plain where there's water, only up here in the hill where all the water will run down, right? So it's very dry, but they only grow there. You won't see them on the plain. It's called Dole. And in rainy season, they have little tiny, very mystical forests. You'll see, you don't have time to discuss it in the forest. So we're telling you here what you see. Little tiny emerald leaves. And then as rainy season progresses, little yellow topaz flowers. Now if we look closely, we'll see little ruby trees. And if you come here in December, then you'll see copper leaf trees. No, gold leaf trees. If you come in December, you see gold leaf trees everywhere. And if you come in January, then you'll see copper leaf trees everywhere. And if you come in Gaur Purnima time, then there's no leaves. But the bark is very light colored and the sun is very bright, and it looks like a whole forest of silver filigree. Very mystical forest. You notice this in most places. And there's so many rocks. Now it seems like they're widening. Last time I was here, and they chased all the rocks away. They're widening the road path. But if you find a couple of rocks, ordinarily they go clack, 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 clack. But if you're in the right consciousness, you'll find the right rocks. They go just like angel does. So we'll go through this, and when the heat comes on, the wind is blowing. In the summertime, wind is blowing, and this beautiful sound comes in the forest. Now Krishna's turned off his fan. As soon as the hot season comes, he turns on the fan and the beautiful sound. So if you haven't taken some water down very carefully, the hot stuff's a little wet, or especially greenish. It can be very slippery. You take some water on your head, give those who are young, especially, you go down and bring some water for those of us who are young at heart, but our knees don't like walking steps. So be careful, that first step can be chickeny, very slippery. You may end up taking it out like our friend over here. Srimati Radharani ki. And there's so many nice brothers here waiting to give you books from everybody. Please give them donation. Hare Krishna.
आजा गाड़ी वाले गाड़ी से आजा गाड़ी से आए
So we
गाड़ी
go
से
through the
आजा
forest. We will do it together. And finally we'll come to
आजा गाड़ी वाले गाड़ी सेवा से
on
आजा
the right side of the path. Oh,
आजा आजा गाड़ी वाले गाड़ी सेवा से आजा
Hare Krishna. So, request to everyone, please follow the kirtan so we can very easily can get this place of Dangar. सबसे प्रार्थना है कि आप लोग कीर्तन को फॉलो करें, स्पेशली वृंदावन डिवोटीज जो वृंदावन से आए हैं, आप लोग कीर्तन को फॉलो कीजिए, हम लोग सीधा दानगढ़ पहुंच जाएंगे ऊपर, वहां पे बाबा फिर से कथा करेंगे और